Hey everybody, happy Friday. If you hear me clearing my throat a lot, it's because I got bronchitis. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about battles. What do I mean by fighting a battle? And what was my battle? And what's your battle? Well, let's start. First off, my battle in regards to weight loss and overcoming being obese started back in 6th grade. Back in 6th grade, a boy had told me I had a massive behind, and those two words were enough to cause me to have a very, very shallow and distorted image of myself. So from 6th grade to 8th grade, I would spend every evening possible making myself sick. I would go home after dinner. I would go and say I was getting a bath, turn the bath water on, and literally get sick. And then one of my friends, who she's probably watching this video, she actually went and told my track coach that I was doing that. And so then my track coach told my mom, and then my track coach had a talk with me and told me that I could no longer run if I didn't stop doing what I was doing. So I stopped, and then I entered high school. And I met a girl in high school who showed me these little chocolate candy bars that would make you skinny. And I thought, wow, that's kind of cool. But in reality, we all know what those are. Those are laxatives. And yeah, so for a while I used those and would eat just a couple saltine crackers a day and just get through each day thinking, you know, if I can lose 1 more pound, you know, just 1 more pound, you know, I wouldn't have that big, massive behind that that boy said I had. I think it's crazy how we just, we grasp on to what someone says and we let the enemy, who we'll talk about in a minute, really play tricks in our mind and just, you know, hold us hostage in that thought pattern, you know, and, but anyway, so I graduated from high school, and then I met my hubby not long after that. I got a little chubby, and then I started getting pregnant and having kids, and I went from the extreme of, you know, so worried about what I look like to the other extreme of not caring at all, and to the point of I just didn't love myself anymore. I was ashamed of so many things at that time in my life. The age of 19 and 20 is just a hard time. You know, so much stuff was going on. My mom had her stroke. I met my husband, which is a great thing. I just was under a lot of stress. And I did not get on that scale for years after that. And then when I finally did, I would try to lose weight, but it was always for a temporary reason. It was always for, oh, I just want to lose 10 pounds so I can look good in this bridesmaid's dress, or I just need to lose, you know, 10 pounds because, you know, it was for always outward appearance type stuff. And outward appearance type motives is not a permanent fix. It's not. So then, after trying many different weight loss programs throughout, you know, good 10 years and losing 80 pounds and gaining 150, I finally came to a point one night. Let's back up just a little bit. Things had happened. My son would come home and he'd say, "Mom, they're making fun of you. You're the elephant at school." And or I'd try to get on a roller coaster with my daughter, and, you know, of course I didn't fit. And then a couple of you know that I went to Boy Scout camp and only walked down a little hill, and I thought I was going to have a heart attack and broke down and cried in front of everybody. And I just, I came to an aha moment of, I got to do something. So what happened was I thought I would try to get some surgery. I called the insurance companies and, you know, asked if I could go through like, you know, that bariatric surgery or the stomach surgery, bypass surgery, and got turned down. And so I was at the point of, Lord, I can't do this anymore. I cannot do this anymore because I could not walk. I would be on my feet for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes I was in so much pain. Anytime I get a little bit of pain in my feet, it just reminds me that I need to keep pushing forward and keep staying healthy. And So anyway, that night, back to when I called the insurance company, I was up all night, literally. I was crying. I was like, Lord, what can I do? Can you please help me? I have no other options. I can't keep going on like this. I can't keep going through losing weight and gaining, twice as much as I lose. And I need you. I do. And I need you to give me strength. I need you to help me love myself. I need for you to help me have self-control and peace and patience and guide, forgive myself and find joy in the midst of the severe suffering that I felt like I was going through. And it was a long night. But the next morning, I woke up refreshed, and I woke up knowing that this time it was going to work and it was going to be permanent, and that the Lord was going to walk with me through this journey, and He was going to be my biggest weight loss companion. And I know a lot of you are thinking right now that how do you hear the Lord speak? And oh, trust me, you do. Through prayer and through, looking at verses in the Bible and through music. There's all types of ways. But anyway, I woke up that next morning and I said, okay, this is it. I'm going to do it. And so on January 10th, 2011, or 2010, actually, 2010, I decided I was going to take that step of faith. I was going to leap. I was going to move forward. I wasn't going to live my life anymore the way I was living it. And I was scared. Yeah, I was very scared. And there's days that I still have that manipulating fear consume my thoughts, the what ifs, right? So part of that is the battle that we are going to face in many different areas of our lives. We have an invisible enemy that is out to attack us. He's out to kill, steal, and destroy us. And if you don't believe that, then we can talk offline. But anyway, one way he does that, he's called the father of lies. He puts this manipulating fear into our minds, such as what if I fail this time, or what if I go to the gym and everybody makes fun of me, or what if I lose all the weight and then everybody talks about me, or what if I don't lose the weight and I live my life in embarrassment and shame, be ashamed of myself for the rest of my life, or whatever. It's all the what ifs. So if you find yourself asking your questions of what if, it's because the enemy is trying to keep you from moving forward in life. He wants you to languish. He doesn't want you to flourish. And so you really, really, really need to capture your thoughts, hold them captive, analyze them, and then what you need to do is go open up the Bible. There's so much truth in it, and you can really analyze the thought process of the thought that you are thinking, and look it up in the Bible and say, okay, is this really true, Lord? And you're going to find all great truth nuggets in there, trust me, and it's going to really renew your mind. So I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It's Romans 12, 1 and 2 is a great verse to look up. It's all about, don't be conformed to the patterns of the world, but be renewed by, renew your mind and renew it through God's promises. And so it's a lot about changing your thought process and fighting the enemy, learning who your enemy is. Fighting that with fearless faith covers all of that. There's so much spiritual armor that we can use to battle and defeat the enemy. I know this is a lot to consume and take in, but I wanted to answer some of your questions. So anyway, my book is going to be finalized here soon, and it will be published and out and for everybody to be able to read. And if you have any interest, or if you're interested in getting some coaching, I do offer that as well. We can talk more offline about that too. So anyway, just know that you have God on your side. He has seen victory already, and He will see you through this struggle that you're facing, and you are an overcomer, and you are loved, you are awesome, you are unique, you are here for a purpose, and you just need to live life to the your fullest and just flourish. Do not let the enemy make you languish. So that's all I have to say right now. Happy Friday.